Okay, so for part C, same idea. We're looking for something to substitute out. So I want to try to spot an outer function, inner function. I'm looking for a composition, and I want to make sure that I see the derivative of the inner function, or at least I would like to see the derivative of the inner function. So the functions I see here are a 1 over t, and that's actually kind of tricky because people want to just look at that and say, I see a t, but since it's in the denominator, it's actually like we have a 1 over t. I see a natural log of t, and I also see a fourth power. So the composite part that I see is that the log is raised to the fourth power. The 1 over t, that's just multiplied by the rest of the stuff, but the log is raised to the fourth power. So if I'm looking at that and I'm thinking that might just be my inner-outer function, the inner part would be the natural log t. And I'm actually liking that more as I continue to look at it because the derivative of my w with respect to t is 1 over t. And like I said, this one doesn't always jump out at people because they don't think of that as a 1 over t, but that really is what it is. If it's in the bottom, it's a 1 over t. So I'm going to replace my natural log t with the w. So I have w raised to the fourth, and then I'm going to replace my dt. Dw equals dt over t. So you could actually snag at this point and say, okay, dt over t becomes dw, or if you prefer to just walk it all the way through, you can say that dt gets replaced by t dw. So this is over t, and this is t dw, if we're going to go all the way to that last step. And either way, what you should find is that those t's do cancel out. So I have the integral of w to the fourth dw. And that is a basic power function, so I'm good with that. Raise the power by 1, divide by the new power. And then my final step will be to plug that natural log t back in. Over 5 plus c. I'm actually not 100% sure that that's a typical notation to put the fifth power on the natural log, but I'm going to use it, and you have my permission to use it, and I'm sure someone will call us out at some point if we're making it up. It's certainly very convenient. Okay, that is part C.